Hey, looks like most of this might be pellets. Am I gonna let them take? So this is what I do while they offload these pallets, because I don't offload the pallets, they offload the pallets. What I'll do is I'll just make sure that all the boxes are on the pallet, nothing's hanging off, so it's easier for them to pull it off. Makes it easy. And then what they do is they'll scan all the boxes to do their little in-process. I gotta clean my camera lens. But they'll scan all their boxes, that way they can account for all their products. Now, not every place scans boxes. Some people just pull it off and I guess they scan it later, but some stores scan it as they pull it off, which actually takes extra time for us because again, that's something they could do once they pull it off and let us go, but it doesn't always happen like that. Yeah, true. Who's boss? I am my boss. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Caught a board under there. You might want to slide it a little bit more. Oh no, it's 2 small pallets. Never mind. So that one was actually 2 tiny pallets pushed together. future baby mamas. Man, we already have enough babies over here, and I'm married, by the way. Anyway, so once they're done pulling these pellets off, these are all loose boxes here. And so they'll put rollers in, and we'll throw the boxes on the roller. Lots of work. Yes, sir, you are right, John, they do. We do keep folks alive for sure. People wouldn't have products in their homes if it wasn't for us. So the only thing that I don't like is like the lack of respect. People think, oh, truckers this. I'm not Helios, I'm married to you. But you know, it is what it is. There's just a lack of respect in general for each other, which we gotta stop doing that and learn to respect and love one another. But it's a long ways down the line there. We haven't got that in our brain yet. Good morning, folks. Dirty hands and clean money too, Anthony. We got one life to live, why not live fair? I love my husband, so nobody's affairing over here. Matter of fact, Anthony Turnbo right there, that's my husband. Check out my new merch, guys. I designed these myself. Let me show you the back. We also have a new shirt coming out. Sideways on that one. And this is where I come in. Once they're done offloading those pallets there, they'll bring some rollers in. Oh yeah, Mustang Ranch. We just watched a mini documentary on that. It's kind of nuts. Those ladies make a lot of money.
I can buy some flour.
So to offload this may take about I can't really see how far back it goes, but it looks like it might be about 45 minutes. pending.
Yep. Bill time!
Owner-operators will work their trucks at 3 a.m. in the middle of the mountains. Yes, that is right. Dirty hands, clean money, for sure. So if you guys are new joining here, make sure you guys subscribe. We are owner-operators, so that means we own our own company. We've been doing this. Hold on. No.
I gotta push. You drop.
Huh?
You drop.
Yeah.
And no air condition. Oh my God.
No, I turned it on already.
Oh my God.
It turned off by itself already.
What's your camera? There you go.
Good.
Yeah. Take it out a little bit. Come on, open it.
That should be good.
What's up, baby?
Anyways, as I was saying, we are owner-operators. We've been driving for 12 years. We've owned our business for 9 years. In 9 of those years, we've been doing these loads, and then we've also done like McLean's and stuff. So this is where the real work begins. That's a janky one. As I put them, they scan them.
There, look at that. I wish. One is enough.
I cut the reaper on, but that thing cut off just as quick as it came on.
Yeah.
Put it on 50.
behind all the other stuff?
Usually lately they've been putting it on pallets, but not this time.
Of course, the time I get it.
It's the one of many.
Chocolates.
Hey, the mislabeled thing ends tomorrow.
Oh my God, Mr. Make money! Because I have.
Yeah, you know me.
Billy, you and Brittany are tied.
What do you want, mine?
You're both tied right now.
How many pieces you guys supposed to have?
650.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
Not as bad as the last time we were delivering. We're having 900,000 pieces.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed that you're getting less, or is it kind of
It's kind of about the time that we can start getting less stuff right now. Usually about this time of the year, we start slowing down, getting less caught up. And here in about 2 months, we'll start getting back up.
Holidays.
Yeah. We'll start getting 800-900 piece trucks. And right around like a month before all Christmas and stuff, we'll start getting 1,200-1,300 piece trucks.
You know, every week I deliver. Well, I've been delivering last one on every Friday, except for last Friday and this Friday, and all their trucks are over 2,000 pieces.
Yeah, no.
It's ridiculous.
I'm yet to have a truck over 2,000 pieces here.
Yeah, you don't want it. Takes us about 3.5 hours to offload those trucks.
That's not, well, whenever we had the, right around Christmas last year, we had two trucks full of. One was just full of merchandise, the other one was full of Christmas trees and stuff like that. I was like, this
Stuff that
is
you guys are gonna end up sending.
yeah, and we did. We ended up taking a whole bunch of it back.
This place here has some of the best rollers. They actually work. Sorry, my next load was coming in. We like doing the Topeka switch because it's easy. Going to Laughlin on Monday. Seems like there's not enough behind any of this for anybody else.
Yeah.
They must have got.
It's gonna be a majority liquor. That's why.
Oh, don't tell me that. Look at my roast here. I thought it might be snacks.
No, your next stop's gonna be all liquor.
Yeah, I know.
All class
But those
six.
guys help really well, so they're not afraid to work. It's the same guys that's been there.
Yeah, it is.
They're not afraid of work. And they're good chatters, conversational. I talk a lot of mess about Lackland because the guys are lazy. They don't help back here at all.
When they're laid back.
And then there, like 8 of them will be standing around the back of the belt there and just on their phone, taking one little box at a time. Obviously, that's got to be poor management, right?
Yep.
That's what I'd say. Bases that are on them. Keesler.
Yeah.
You guys, every time we come here, I mean, we've never had any problems. Randolph. Tinker. I mean, everywhere else but Lackland. How about that? So if y'all see me flipping boxes, it's because I'm putting the labels up so it makes it easier to scan. It's called teamwork. I think this label's torn.
That'll work. I've seen
Welcome.
Well, at least when McAllister was first night, you were coming back.
What'd you say?
Said when McAllister being at the front, you know you're gonna be coming back.
No, I'm not. You know what I do? I dig that shit out. I'd rather waste the time digging it out, and it's not even wasting time, because then I can start palletizing just trying to get through traffic and back in here because all those people don't ever stop. They just keep driving along like they don't see a big truck trying to.
Like you turn a big rig on a quarter down.
Yeah.
Quarter or down real quick.
You know, like a couple weeks, like let's say 2 weeks ago, I was coming down Dallas Pole, and there was a construction,
Yeah.
and it all went down to one lane. And you know, there's a truck in front of me, and I'm probably like 4 or 5 feet behind them, trying to keep it tight so all those cars will stop swooping around and come in. And then this car comes out of nowhere, and I didn't feel anything, but I saw that they must have hit their car on the road. There's like white paint on my bumper. I was like, what the fuck? But they cut right in front of me. In a little area, like, there was no room. I don't know what they were thinking. And I didn't notice till the next day
That's
that.
the problem. They don't take them no more.
No, they don't. I didn't notice until the next day that I had a scuff on my bumper, and I was like, oh shit. But I mean, they took off after they squeezed in, so
That's where the fun
must
of
not
a,
have cared.
that's where the fun of a dash cam comes in, because then you can be like.
I do, because we have a YouTube channel, so we usually have our cameras on all the time, but my battery had died probably like 20 minutes before that. But yeah, I mean, it happens all the time. Cars try to cut us off, flipping us off, because we need to merge over. It's just, why does that happen? Somebody help me out here. Help me understand.
Common sense is gone.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I almost bought myself in the face with that one.
I just bought one of these. Now we're gonna carry them.
Oh, did you have your wife, girlfriend?
My wife.
Does she
We
have
had
a
the
baby?
baby, yeah.
Oh wow.
11 months old.
Dang, it's been that long since I've been here.
It's been a while.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you. She's a handful.
I bet. Look, my last baby just graduated high school Friday. He's 18 years old. And my husband and I have been empty nesters for a minute. My son lived with his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easter. Easter.
She's so adorable. How cute. Oh my God, you got 70 years ahead of you. I feel bad, but I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Because parenthood is a great experience.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
once they get to that 11, 12-year-old mark, woo, they are a handful.
There's not that Buc-ee's.
Kids.
They have the
Hi, Alan.
they had the person out there in the Buc-ee's outfit, and we took her over there. She loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Babies.
I thought, wouldn't they set McAllister right here?
You would think
They would be smart.
I would have to look at the load sheet.
And it's gonna be at the front. Like
Probably
they
in
always
the
do.
front corner.
It's because, and I found out why they do that. It's because on there they load it by distance. First drop off to distance, and then they consider McAllister as stop. And that's not stuff you take it.
I'm wondering if I
But if you
could
pass
talk to them.
McAllister, I mean technically you pass McAllister before you get here. But
Right? Well, why would they put it in the front of the truck? Oh, because we would be going back and then deliver.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah, it made more sense going back, drop it off, and it would be.
Hey.
Kicks on as we're done.
I know, right? And that's luck. Look, I turned this reefer down, and it's just now kicking on after we're done here. If y'all got a couple of pallets, I'll bring a couple of pallets in here.
I think I bring them outside. No, I might have some behind the baler.
Alright. dig out these boxes to stack, guys. So this is gonna take me a little bit of extra time because there's another stop that comes off here, and they put it behind my next stop. This liquor to get other stuff for this stuff. So this is what I'm doing. Behind here also comes up with off of this stop here. So I'm putting it on pallets because that's what I'm gonna have to do at the next stop anyways. Although the guys help me, I go ahead and start it because why not? I put the snack boxes to the side. I'll move you guys back here. Woo. All right. Here we go. That'll work. That'll do it. That won't do it. sure I cross some of these over these other boxes to make it steady. This will probably be all I put here because I don't want it to be too high. Yeah, don't tell me this is the other side.
Oh, ain't this a bitch? Man.
Gosh dang it. These ace holes. The Regan jerk off, so guys, look on the other side. Over here. It's usually over here. And that's over here. So you know what that means? That means I gotta undo this side. Bunch of ball sacks. Circulate. This stuff is not easy. Well, sometimes it is. But when we tell that, you're not gonna work there. You're there. I don't know why you guys don't. So I'm just gonna put snacks on the top. Some snack noodles. Since they're light. I have all these snacks available. Just hope that it doesn't slide and try to back up into the area. So of all times, I put it in this corner. I probably should have looked at the load sheet though. It's my fault. Kicking myself in the ace. Saying hi to y'all watching me. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. I'm offloading my truck at Tinker Air Force Base. About to go to class 6. Trying to pull out my last stop here, but it's behind the wrong side. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? We got our little snacks up here. Those are big ones. This one's heavy. Oh, frick. That's a big one. This bitch is so heavy. Feels like a whole box
box of liquor and sell them. I'm hoping this holds. I have wrap in my truck, but windshield right before. Okay, so let's redirect here. Now we're gonna move this stuff down here. That's what I'm looking for. Right there. whatever you do, don't hold your truck. Please. In this case, you're overworking and underpaid. Overworking and underpaid. No, it's not on the pallet because of the way it's stacked, so that should be fine. Just make a little hole. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it actually may not even be on this truck. That's gonna be a that's gonna be some bullshit. 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 I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep trying to dig here for a little bit further, but I see 2003 all the way to the bottom. Really do. We haven't run across any 1926s.
That's broken.
There's a bottom box right here. They can't, there's 26 pieces can't fit in that corner. Unless they're all small boxes like this, but I don't see those. There's some big ones. So, keep digging up in this corner and see. Guys, I forgot to put it on.
Probably, knowing them.
I think it's happened before to me. 2003. Oh, wait, maybe I just passed it.
They just stacked it weird.
Yeah,
It probably is all small boxes.
they could just mail that shit to them in the mail
Yeah.
instead of putting it on the truck. Well, I was wrong, guys. It's there. Motor scooting madness here. Small leather boxes. It's supposed to be 26 anyway. I see plastic, so it's plastic. can just toss these boxes out here onto this car. One, two, four, five. lighting can't work with that. Bam! Yeah. Last one. Okay. Cutting loaded. Let me take down some of these boxes. So they don't slip and fall. Nobody wants broken liquor bottles, right? I think everything else looks pretty sturdy. Tell me what y'all think. So this is the reason why I did all that, is because I don't want to have to come back over here to the store to give them 26 boxes, if you know what I mean. And we've been asking them for years to put this stuff at the end of the trailer, and they won't. Finally successful. Woo-wee. At least they got one pallet done, huh? Let me go back in here and make sure there's no liquor. I have my you signed the paperwork already, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bam. Done. Do I have a
Load bar.
load bar? Because you know I always forget those things. Let me put this up just in case. Hold on. I'll be right back. You didn't chew the seal, did you? Choose what I was in the middle. These cut your fingers. Woo-wee. Bam. Done. Sounds like he's retired now. Supposed to figure that the one that I choose isn't one. Not. Put it the other. You know what? It's locked. All right. Thank you. Have a good morning. And again, congrats on the little one. All right, guys. That one's done. put my block bar back up because, you know, it's a lot of liquor at the next stop and I don't want to anything to fall over. So now we're heading over to the Express Class 6 and I just moved a bunch of liquor. So that tells me there's a bunch of fucking liquor to come off. I mean freaking. Not supposed to cuss. A bunch of freaking liquor. It's sad that all we do is give our soldiers booze, energy drinks, and cigarettes. No nutritional stuff. Fast food, you know, those things. Oh, gotta wake my babes up so he can drive us over there. Okay, babe, we're ready. So, no, get down. Nobody wants you right now. That took 85 minutes. Almost an hour and a half. Almost. Hold on. I gotta apply some chapstick. So anyhow, now we're gonna go over here to the Class 6, offload that stuff. But right now, see this big old cup of water? We're about to drink some. It's my road dog. You ready for breakfast, aren't you? Watch her ears when I say the word T-R-E-A-T. Ready? You ready for some? Wait. No, hey. Get up there. No, get up in the seat. Get up in the seat. Get up. Up. Bella, up. Bella, up. Not up on me, up over there. Up here. Over here, come on. Come on, over here. Hello. Yep. Sit. Are you ready for a treat? Ah! You stay, wait, just wait. You have to wait, just wait. You'll get one in a minute, just wait. And you want breakfast? You want breakfast? Yes, you want breakfast. You want to eat some food? You want to eat some little food stuff? She's a little brat. No, you're not getting on my lap. She likes to be intrusive and get on my lap. So, anyways, I always start a workout clock whenever I unload the truck because this semi counts as CrossFit for me. And 85 minutes, 733 calories, not too shabby. But guess what? I'm not even done yet. I got dust on my glasses. So at the next stop, the next stop, there's two guys that will actually get in the back of the truck with me, and they're gonna help palletize it, and then they pull it off with a forklift, which I think is super cool. And the guys are pretty cool anyway. So come on, get down. Get down. You want to eat some food? Come on, I'll get you some food. Let me feed my dog real quick. My husband was sleeping while I offloaded. He was moderating and trying to sleep at the same time, I guess.
No, that's not monitoring.
Oh, you jumped off? Here's your little bacon piece. You want a little bacony? So my dog is pretty spoiled. Let me tell you the story about my dog, okay? No joke. She adopted us on April 1st of 2020. We ended up shutting down for the pandemic April 17th of 2020. But She adopted us April 1st of 2020. And let me tell you how she adopted us, right? This girl, oh, hold on a second. So this girl, April 1st of 2020, like the night before that, I was getting back from a McLean's load. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I see this little thing. We parked at like an extra space storage back then, so you had to put like a gate code in to get in. And so I put my gate code in, I'm waiting for the gate to open. Then as the gate's opening, I see this little rat thing. Didn't know what it was, like zoom right in front of the gate as it was opening. I'm like, what the heck was that? So anyways, I go park my truck and, you know, I shut down. And then I went ahead, got in my vehicle, I drove home. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning. And then the next day, my husband's at the yard and he is working on one of the trucks. He's, I think it was like a side fairing or something that he was repairing. So he has our white truck, which is our dually there. And did you leave the door open?
No,
I think.
I was just getting in the truck.
Oh, no, he was about to get in the truck. And at first, she was like pittering, pattering. He heard little. Hey, Judge, I will answer that question in just a minute. So he hears some pitter pattering and he sees her and she's like skittering around him. He pets her and he's like, "Shoo, go away, go away." Well, she kind of like disappeared for a few minutes. And then when he gets ready to leave, he opens the door. And she comes up from behind him, jumps in the truck, jumps in the back seat, curls up, and lays down. I mean, so the dog actually adopted us.
The last time she ever laid down in the back of that truck.
Yeah, it's the last time she ever laid down in the back of that truck. Because now she's like a nervous little peon all over the place.
She wants all the windows down.
She wants to put her sniffer outside and sniff every particle of air there is. But anyway, so after I told him, he's like called me, he's like, "Hey babe, there's a dog in the back of the truck and I don't know what to do." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll stop at the store, let me get a couple little kibbles, and then, you know, I'll post her photo up and put her in the neighborhood, you know, the neighborhood, what is it called, like neighborhood app or whatever, and local Facebook pages to see if anybody claims her." It was like 4 days and nobody said anything. And so then I took her to the vet and I was like, "Well, does she have a microchip?" And she didn't have a microchip. And I'm like, "Okay, well, dang." And then I kind of coaxed my husband into letting us keep her. So I went ahead and had her shots done and I had her tested. She has heartworms. And she's had heartworms ever since we got her. And I don't want to get her treatment because to me that's kind of like torturous for a dog. So I've given her natural remedies to see, you know, if they work. And I mean, she seems to be fine. I used something called Scram and I gave her like 2 or 3 cycles of it, which is you just sprinkle some stuff on top of their food and they eat it. But I haven't taken her back to get the test done yet because I don't like the vet that I was taking her to. And so I got to find somebody else that's good around my area because the vet that I was taking her to killed my cat. And I was heartbroken because my cat's name was Shed. It looked exactly like my husband's childhood cat. And the funny thing is I've had like a Siamese type cat for like 16 years now. And when my husband and I got together and then we got that second cat named Shed, she's a tortoiseshell. My cat ended up liking him more than me, and that cat ended up liking me more than him. So it's kind of a crazy story. Anyhow, my dog's spoiled. She's a brat. I mean, you want to say hi? You want to put your nose outside, don't you? You want to put your nose outside, don't you? That's what she's waiting for him to roll down the window. Oh, there she goes. You gonna sniff it all? Sniff all the particles? I mean, she takes some huge sniffs, and it's like, how do you have lungs big enough to take those big ass sniffs?
anyways, we're about to pull up here to our next stop, and I'm gonna go inside, drop the paperwork, and give them the seal to the trailer, because in between every stop we have to seal the trailer, like we're gonna steal liquor or something, I don't know, but so then the guys will come and get in the back of the truck, and we'll all, I'm gonna leave it on live, but yeah, you'll get to see us palletize the load and then them pull it off. They don't wrap it, but they'll pull it off with a forklift, and it's fun. Then after that, we have the one last stop, which is kind of hard to get in. It's called the Arnold Express, but the guy there is pretty cool, and they usually don't get a lot, so they don't have a forklift, so that we have to offload by hand, and so we'll end up, I'll end up putting it on a pallet and then pushing it to the end. That way I don't have to track it back and forth. Just makes it easier. What's up? How are you doing? Tell me where you're from. Judge Meme, are you still there? If you're still there, let's talk about the AI evolution, if you're interested. Yeah, he said, what are you think about AI evolution?
It's coming.
It is coming. And
It's
did you
here
know?
already.
And did you know that the big beautiful bill that Trump is coming out with is banning states from implementing laws that stop AI from creating misinformation during elections? It's in there. Read it. I read it. Be right back. 2 seconds. Are you all the way backed up? We in there like swimwear.
Mine all the way backed up.
I thought for some
I'm
reason
about to
I
go
thought
all the way back to sleep.
you all the way. He's about to be all the way
I'm
back
so
to
tired.
sleep.
All I have to say.
But funny, that is too funny. I knew as soon as you said Tinker that it would involve a nephew, because many nephews work there. Interesting.
Really works there. Kenny.
Yeah, he wasn't on our Zoom call last night, which is when we have them. He was my first nephew and the oldest of all my niece and nephews. He's a good man. Great to see you. Stay safe on the road. Oh, you sent him? Drives for Amazon. His mom is my younger sister. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, true story. My husband's best friend since they were like 3 years old, 2 years old, if not younger. We actually met her uncle here on this base this morning. So, if you've never heard of 6 degrees of separation, what that means is that within every 6 people you know, you're going to know somebody that you know that they know. So, and this morning, so like we're sitting there and we're the last ones in the shack. Why it took them so long to process us. But we're the last ones in the shack. And they came and handed this gentleman his ID, and his last name was Nephew. And my husband's like, Nephew, are you from such and such? And he's like, yeah. He's like, do you know such and such? And he's like, no, because we call him the guy Kenny. And so, hold on, let me check in real quick. So he's like, well, do you know such and such, which is my husband's best friend? He's like, yeah. He's like, her dad's name is Kenneth, and we call him Kenny. And so they started talking, and Kenny, oh, I gotta fix my little flares. We usually have this door open. Let me tell you what, Oklahoma this time of the year, is usually hotter than a ball sack a summer day. But holy crap, it's kind of chilly right now. All right, guys, we here. Come open your door. So this is how we offload here. There's no dock. I'll get in the truck. The guys and I will palletize it, and then they'll pull it to the end of the trailer and take it off with that forklift right there. So there is no dock here. And all I gotta do is thank goodness that they actually have a forklift, because most places don't have a forklift. Hold on a second. Nobody's here. Oh, knock knock. It's me. AFBs. Yeah. Okay, let me. I'm gonna set this over here on the desk, and I'm gonna go out there and start getting things set up. All right, here's where the real work starts. Oh, like I'm already super sweaty in the first stop. Oh, I just hit my face with my glove. Gross. Guess what? Good luck. Because